January 1925. Nome, Alaska, a town at the edge of the world, sealed off by ice. Inside, children were dying of a disease no one could stop. The nearest medicine lay 674 miles away, across the deadliest trail on Earth. No plane could fly. No ship could sail. Their only hope ran on 4 legs. His name was Togo. 12 years earlier, Togo was born small, sickly, and impossible to control. His owner, a Norwegian musher named Leonhard Seppala, saw no future in him and gave him away. But Togo had other plans. He threw himself through a closed window and ran miles through the snow back to the only team he ever wanted to join. At 8 months old, Seppala finally clipped him into the harness just to keep him out of trouble. By the end of that first day, the runt of the litter was running at the front. Some dogs are trained to lead. Togo was born to. January 1925. In Nome, Dr. Curtis Welch looked into a child's throat and saw the gray shadow every doctor feared: diphtheria. The children called it the Strangler. His only serum had expired years ago. Without fresh antitoxin, the disease would sweep through Nome and every village beyond it. On January 22nd, a telegraph key tapped out a desperate call for help, and the frozen world was listening. 300,000 units of serum were found in Anchorage, 1,000 miles away. A train could carry it as far as Nenana. From there, 674 miles of ice, in temperatures near 50 below. Planes were grounded, so Alaska turned to the oldest engine it had: dogs. 20 mushers, 150 dogs, running in relay day and night. And the longest, deadliest stretch was given to the fastest man in Alaska, Leonhard Seppala, and his lead dog, now 12 years old. Togo. Seppala's shortcut lay across Norton Sound, a frozen arm of the open sea where the ice breathes, cracks, and drifts away with the tide. Mushers called it the Ice Factory. Most refused to cross it at all. Seppala crossed it in the dark. In a gale of 30 below, wind chill near -85. Under Togo's paws, the sea ice groaned and shifted. One wrong turn, and the whole team would vanish into black water. But Togo threaded the cracks as if he could hear the ocean breathing beneath him. In a single day, the old dog ran 84 miles. Then he got up the next morning and did it again, this time carrying the serum. 12 years old, leading blind through a storm, and never once losing the trail. At Golovin, Seppala handed the serum on. 2 more teams carried it through the storm, and at 5:30 in the morning, February 2nd, a dog named Balto walked into Nome. The town was saved. 5.5 days, 674 miles. But the newspapers needed one hero, and they chose the dog in the final photograph. Balto got the headlines. Balto got the fame. Balto got a bronze statue in New York's Central Park before the year was out. Togo had run 264 miles, more than 4 times Balto's distance, through the worst of it. He got nothing. The mushers knew the truth. Roald Amundsen, the man who reached the South Pole, came to hang a gold medal around Togo's neck. because Togo was not just a legend. He was real. This is him, 48 pounds of stubborn Siberian heart. This is Sepala, the man who once gave him away and never let go of him again. And this is Togo in his last years, retired in Maine, an old sled dog resting far from the ice. He died in 1929, with Sepala beside him. Decades later, history corrected itself. Time magazine named Togo the most heroic animal of all time. The statue came almost a century late. The truth didn't. Togo never knew about the statues, or the headlines, or the dog who took his place in the photographs. He only knew the weight of the harness, the voice of one man, and a town at the end of the trail that needed him to keep going. Fame chose the wrong dog, but the ice remembers what happened out there, and now, so do you. Thank you for running with Togo tonight. Good night. In 1957, a stray from the streets of Moscow was chosen for a journey no living creature had ever made. She would see the earth from above, and she would never come home. Her name was Laika.